Hey guys, and welcome into another video. Today we're going to be going back over to Bleacher Report, and we're going to be doing another trade article, just kind of reacting to it, going over what could happen, what couldn't happen, what do we kind of think about each of these. As you can see on your screen, it's going to be the ideal trade target for each NFL team, basically at this upcoming deadline, which is a week away about. Which is kind of crazy. The NFL deadline is never as big as, the NBA trade deadline definitely is, but it definitely is still something that we all need to pay attention to because players can be moved. I know the Giants just traded Marcus Golden. By the way, if you guys were waiting on that Giants reaction, I'm sorry I didn't film it. At this point, it's too late. It kind of is, but I was out with some friends that night, and then the next day I went out again, and it just was didn't have the time to do it. I should have done it, but didn't have the time to do it. I was working on another show that I do want to get out, but some stuff went a little different, so we're going to have to kind of adjust with that. So just be patient. We definitely have some ideas on the way, so stay tuned on the channel. Be sure to subscribe, turn those notifications on for when I do upload, and, of course, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead and go through these. So we can just click the little next button, which is obviously very helpful. Cardinals get Ryan Kerrigan, huh? So, I mean, I guess this is with saying without Chandler Jones to stay in the run. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like getting Marcus Golden's, I mean, this is pretty much as similar as what it would be to getting Ryan Kerrigan. And obviously, Kerrigan, I think, is a better player, but, yeah, I don't know. I think Reddick had a pretty good game yesterday. They can get Simmons more involved than they have been. He played 3 snaps yesterday. And on top of that, Marcus Golden being there, I think will definitely help out a lot. So, I don't know. I think that they're fine where they are. I guess you do need to just put somebody on the team, but would it help? Sure. Is it really a need or anything? No, I think you're fine without Kerrigan. I feel like you would rather have the assets than what you would get for Kerrigan. So if I'm the Cardinals, I'm saying, no thank you. I'm going to stick with the team. I believe in my team. They had a good win against Seattle last night. We'll see how it goes. For the Falcons, Desmond King, they do need corner help. They drafted it. Obviously, this team is not good. They gave up another lead at the end of the game. Obviously, it was a little different because of the Gurley stuff, getting into the end zone and everything. But King has not been happy in LA as far as I'm concerned, and he's a very talented corner, so go after them for the Falcons. You probably get him for the cheap if you can, and be able to get a good, solid, pretty youthful corner to pair alongside AJ Terrell for the long run. I like this a lot. I think this is a good fit for them. So yeah, I 100% believe in this one. I think this is a very good one. Like I said, day 3 pick would probably get it done. He's a free agent at the end of the season. You could beat him to that. I think it's a good deal for the Falcons and for the Chargers. So definitely a deal for me in my book. Ravens go after Marvin Jones Jr. Marvin Jones is having a rough year, so if the Lions were willing to part ways with him, I think the Ravens would love to have another big-body receiver out there. They got Ngakoue is what they said, but yeah, they have Dez on their practice squad. I'm pretty sure is what I think they got Dez on the practice squad. They were trying to go after Antonio Brown, I think, as well as every other team in the league, but obviously the Buccaneers won those sweepstakes, so. Yeah, I think getting the Ravens a receiver like Marvin Jones would help out. Lamar can get a big body receiver along with his smaller guy in Hollywood Brown. It gives Mark Andrews a little bit of a break from doing all the work on those big play downs. So I like it. I think that's a good pick for them for them as well. Bills and Dalvin Tomlinson. Now here's the thing, man. Giants, I don't think are selling Dalvin Tomlinson. It's gonna be a very, very big. You're probably gonna have to pay at least like a 2nd or 3rd round pick to get Dalvin Tomlinson out, if not more. And the thing is Dalvin Tomlinson is a beast. That's really what he is. He's a captain. He's a beast. He's been bred from the Giants along with Leonard Williams, who is expiring after this year. We don't have an extension on him yet. And a young guy, Dexter Lawrence. I think keeping those 3 together is a big deal for Dave Gettleman and the Giants. I think it's a very big deal for them. So to see, I mean, the Bills could. I mean, I guess you're in a position. Hey, we're trying to win now. We'll send some picks, but he sent a lot of picks in those Diggs deals. So let's see what they think. They said New York's best bet lies in accumulating draft picks. I just don't know, man. I just don't know I think he wanted to keep those together, but if they were to do it, I wouldn't be entirely mad. BJ Hill is still on the board and stuff like that, or on the team, I mean, but I definitely think it would be a little bit harder to lure literally one of our defensive captains away from the Giants. So it's gonna be hard, but if the Bills really were, this is a great player for the Bills to add to Ed Oliver and that defensive line. But, yeah, like I said, it's going to take some picks, if not some players as well. So we'll see how that could go. But I wouldn't be opposed to it as a Giants fan. But Tomlinson is a very big deal. I really do hope we re-sign him, and I think we will. Going on to the Panthers, Neville Hewitt, just getting more interior linebacker help. Kuechly's surprise retirement really is, paying dividends at the end. You're looking and seeing, hey, this hurts us. We need that interior defense. So like they're saying, he's not elite talent, but he's at least somebody, you know. And I think that's a good thing for them. Not even gonna talk about that much. Bears and Zeitler. So we just thinking the Giants are selling everybody nowadays. Yeah. So let's see again. Large holes. Blah blah blah. Yeah, Zeitler wouldn't be cheap. He's got a lot of money. Yeah. So the Giants were trying to get rid of him because of his cost. I guess would be okay. But yeah, like I don't see a reason the Giants would really sell him. I mean, if you're the Bears paying up, I mean, you'd have to give probably a good amount for Zeitler as well. I don't know. That's another thing. It's like Tomlinson and Zeitler. Like, are you just naming players on bad teams? Like, I don't know. So far, I agree with some of them, but I don't know, man. It's just, I guess I guess it is ideal players, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that's really there. One of those holes, and it says one of those largest holes has left guard, and Zeitler is playing right guard for us. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't think it. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can say. Zach Fulton for the Bengals. Again, not sure how much it'll help comparatively, but again, it's the Texans are in a position where they want to. I feel like they'd want to keep these guys. He's a solid starter. He's been a starter. He's been solid that whole time. Why would they want to get rid of him? Obviously, it would help for the Bengals. Bengals need offensive line help, and they've been trying to do that for a while. But I don't know, man. I just don't think that's there. Browns and Marcus May. I don't think the Jets get rid of Marcus May, man. I really don't. If they do, I mean, cool, but he's like the only talented player left right now that's healthy on the defensive side, at least. I mean, obviously, you have Desir, you have Poole, you have obviously there's talent, Conan Williams, but I'm saying like this is a Pro Bowl caliber type of player. He's that good. I mean, if they're really selling everybody like they have been, I could see this happening. But for the Browns to literally draft Grant Delpit, then trade for Ronnie Harrison, and then also trade for Marcus May. It just wouldn't make sense, I don't think. I think that's kind of a stupid thing. I mean, safety just isn't really as big of a need for them. Yeah, improvement over Andrew Sendejo. I get it, but I think the Browns are good. I think they're fine. Cowboys and Anthony Harris, yes. Obviously, I think they should just sign Earl Thomas, but Anthony Harris is a big deal here. I mean, I think a lot of Vikings fans really do like him, but he's due a payday, man, and I just don't know if they'll pay him. Broncos and Dwayne Haskins. That's interesting. Believes it found a franchise quarterback. Locke hasn't exactly lit the league on fire. A plan B under center. His career numbers are worse than Locke's. I think this is just day 3 selection. I mean, I guess if you want a backup, cool. I don't think Driscoll's. I don't think the difference between Haskins and Driscoll is astronomical. You know, I don't really know if it's worth getting rid of it, but I mean, I guess if you want to have Haskins as your backup, that'd be cool. Lions and Kenny Stills. I like this one. He would kind of be going to a similar role though behind Amendola and Galladay and Jones. So I don't know. Maybe if the Jones deal happens, you would do this deal. I don't know. I think he'd be a late. Yeah, I think he'd be a really late round pick, probably 7th round pick if anything. So I think it's a good deal for them. The Packers and J.J. Watt. All right, okay. Let's see what they say. They say that there's some speculation. I think with Bill O'Brien gone, there's no more speculation. But salary and picks and everything, yeah. I mean, if you're the Packers and you're like, we're winning the Super Bowl this year, which I think they have all the means to, and you want to add to that defense, I mean, J.J. Watt's definitely someone that would add to it. Yeah, Watt, Kenny Clark, Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith would be the best line in the league. Texans and Pierre Desir, again, if the Jets are having a fire sale, let's get in on it. I think the Jets have sold who they want to sell, and I think that they're kind of just going to build from there. I don't think they need to get rid of everybody. I think some of these guys are going to want to re-sign. But again, if they are doing this fire sale, getting a corner for the Texans is another big one as well. Colts and Aj Green, I agree with this 100% as well. Get Green out of there. He doesn't want to be there. Get him somewhere that he can at least try and be happy. The Colts are fighting for playoffs this year. They really want to with the 1-year deal with Phillip. Obviously it would be the 1-year deal with the Aj Green. T.Y.'s getting older. I think it's a good deal for them to add to that team. He would also be able to help Michael Pittman in his development. He would take all the reps away from what Pascal's been getting. I like this a lot. I do like this a lot. Jags and Chris Herndon. I think Eifert's been really good for them. Another Jets player though. I don't know. It seems like it seems like this trade article is mostly just saying, hey, what are the crappy teams in the league? Let's get the players that are good from those teams and put them on better teams. Which, I mean, I guess it is hard to make a trade article. Don't get me wrong. I forgot to read the name of the article maker, but whoever it is, I know how hard it is to make up trades, especially in this kind of setting. So I'm not dissing him. I'm not saying anything bad. But I don't know. I don't Chris Herndon's a talented young tight end. I mean, he's been hurt a little bit, but I don't know if you want to give up on him. And unless you really believe you're going to replace him in the draft or free agency, I think that you'd want to keep him. For the Jags also, I don't really know if it helps too much. Eifert's been having a really good year for you this year. Unless you want to develop Herndon. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Chiefs and John Ross, add another Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill prototype. That'd be kind of insane. I think that would be fun. I really do like this one, actually. It wouldn't cost much at all. Probably a 6th or 7th round pick. You put him out there with Tyreek and Mecole. He could fit right into the scheme because that's exactly what he would fit as. Do reverses with him. I think he would have a lot more fun, too. I think that'd be a really good one. Vegas Raiders and Julio. Yeah, I guess they said they got to go bold. So let's see. There isn't a contending team that could use big-time receiver help more than the Raiders. Yeah, Tyrell being out for the year really does hurt them. They don't have that big body receiver, and switching from Tyrell to Julio is absolutely insane. But you're still going to have to give up a first-round pick, without a doubt, for Julio Jones. He's still the best receiver in football, in my personal opinion at this point. So, yeah, I think that, I mean, like they said in the article, you were hoping Antonio Brown would be that receiver for you, but now you could try for Julio. I mean, cool. If it works, cool. That brings spectacle to when fans are really allowed in Vegas. But, yeah, I mean, it would be cool to see Julio in the black and silver. I really do like that. Chargers getting Billy Price, another guy who's kind of just not panned out so far. Hopefully try and develop him for the Chargers in this year. I think it's a good fit. I don't know, not much to talk about with that one. Rams and Jordan Jenkins, another Jets player. I mean, I don't really want to talk about it too much, but he'd just be replacing that Clay Matthews role. Just give him kind of more edge presence on the outside. Jenkins is pretty solid. He's not great. He's not good. Dolphins and Royce Freeman. What the heck? They just threw one in here. Let's see. They can help themselves at the deadline by getting to us some backfield help. Gaskin's been a fine, but he's barely averaging over 4 yards per carry. Yeah, he's more of a pass-catching back. Breida and Howard have both been disappointing behind him. Yeah, but between Breida and Howard, I think you make up what Freeman would do. Freeman's not going to be anything better than what Breida or Howard can give you at this point in time, in my opinion. I think Gaskin's going to be the lead back. I think he's doing fine there. So, I don't know. I guess it would work. I'd rather go for a different backup running back. There's definitely, I mean, go for Jamal Williams or something like that. I don't know. Royce Freeman really isn't the one I would pick out of everybody. There's even free agents that you could go after that I feel like would do as much as Royce Freeman would do. Nothing against Royce Freeman personally, but his role right now and what he's shown us in his career so far doesn't see why would you make that trade and play him over Breida and Howard. I just don't see it happening really. Going over to the next one, Vikings and Brian Poole, another Jets player. How many Jets players is that already? Six Jets players or so? 7, maybe 8, 20? I don't know. Vikings need corner help. Yeah, we all know that. So Brian Poole would help out. Another guy that's not young, not old. He's kind of decent. I don't know. Vikings are just tanking. I don't think they would really make this deal because it's kind of an older guy. They would go for a younger guy if anything else. Patriots and Avery Ingram. Please. I'm 100% okay with an Avery Ingram trade. I wanted to talk about this on the reaction. I wasn't able to, so I'll talk about it now. I'm okay with the losing Avery Ingram. Get him out of here. Get a 3rd-round pick for him, and I'd be okay with him at all. I mean, really, he's a top tight end when playing at his full potential, but he has been horrible this season. He doesn't even show. It doesn't even seem like he cares about the game right now. He doesn't seem like he's enjoying the game. I mean, he dropped literally the game-clinching catch, and it looked like he just dropped a 1st and 10 in the first quarter. No emotion, no nothing. He just acted like it was nothing, and it was like, dude, be upset with yourself. Like, shake your head at least, you know? Like, it was so frustrating to see. I really like what we have in Caden Smith behind him. I'd rather Caden Smith start to develop behind this season while we can. Draft a tight end in the offseason or run with Caden Smith next year. But Evan Ingram is expendable. He requires he's too talented to not use in the offense, but he hasn't been showing the needs to do it. So I think that, look, a lot of players could be cleaning out their lockers at MetLife. So I don't know. I think they're trying to sell a lot of New York players, but the Patriots could use a guy like Ingram, and he would fit that offense too, that kind of fast-paced offense that they're running with N'Keal and Evan Ingram and Cam, and kind of a new generation. I think it would be a good spot for him to land to see if that would happen. So I'm not against it. I'm okay with Evan Ingram being moved. Saints and D.D. Westbrook. I like this one a lot. Saints need another one. Traquan's had a couple good games, a couple bad games, but we also saw that other dude, Marquez. I forgot his last name, but he had a really good game this last week. Sanders is obviously still there. Thomas should be coming back, so yeah, I guess it's gonna be a little hard, but to move anybody, like they say, especially with the salary cap. So I don't know if they're really. You just have to kind of add them into the article, I guess, is what they're doing here. Then we go to the Giants. Jarrad Davis. Okay, let's talk about this one. Let's see. they're saying Golden Tate, Evan Ingram, and Jabril Peppers. I can see Ingram. I can see Tate. Peppers doesn't make sense. Tomlinson doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I mean, the 25-year-old's fallen out in favor, so to get him there would be good. He'd be with Blake Martinez. I like it, but I like Tate Crowder, honestly, our young guy. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad one to see what you can get out of him. If you can get like a 6th or a 7th, maybe flip that Arizona pick, right, for Gerard Davis, basically trade Marcus Golden for Gerard Davis. I like that trade. So I wouldn't mind it, but, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. It's good depth. It's definitely good depth. We'll go from there. Kerryon Johnson for the Jets. Love this. Love this. Love this. Jets getting some running back help. I think you'll be able to draft a talented running back next year, which will just happen to carry on again what happened with him this year with Swift and then obviously AP. But, yeah, getting any running back that you can to help out, at least this season. Frank Gore's not your long-term option. He's probably going to retire after this year. We think, maybe he can go 10 more years. Michael P. Ryan's decent. I don't think he's going to be a lead back in the NFL at any stage of his career. So, Kerryon is good. Maybe you can get a lot out of him. Maybe he could be a running back for a couple more years. So, I like that a lot. Eagles getting Njoku. Doesn't even make sense. I'm not even going to go over it. They have Ertz. They have Goddard. Doesn't make sense. I know you're going to let Ertz go, but then that's why you have Goddard for. So it doesn't make sense. And then leaving Everett Rodgers has been doing well. Another Jets player, Avery Williamson. Is he expiring this year? Let's see. Does it say anything about him? Oh, he said to hit free agency after the season. Okay, so yeah, if you really wanted to sign him or trade for him just for your Super Bowl run, I definitely agree. I think it's a good move. But trading it in AFC is kind of harder to do, especially with this. And then we'll see. I don't know what you would get for Williamson because he's very, very, very talented, and he would help you for the Super Bowl. But without Devin Bush, yeah, I could see. I actually do like this one a little bit more than the other ones. But a lot of Jets players. Sam Darnold and the Niners. Not even going by it. I'm not even going to go by it. Don't even want to talk about it. That's so stupid. I'm okay with Darnold getting moved, but to the Niners, you could have picked any other team, man. The Niners. Carlos Dunlap to the Seahawks. I can see this one. Seahawks are horrible at the defensive line stance, and Carlos Dunlap is ready to get out of Cincinnati. He made that tweet saying his house is for sale, so I can see that. Danny Shelton to the Bucks. Just getting any D-tackle help with Vita Vea going down. I agree, so not bad. I'm a big Danny Shelton guy. I thought he would be a lot better than he's been doing in his career, sadly. But then we got the Titans getting Riley Reif. We know that the whole thing going down with their rookie Wilson at the beginning of the year was kind of tough. And then obviously Taylor Lewan is now out for the year. So if you can pry Riley Reif away, cool. But, that's another guy who's it's right there. He's a captain on his team. He's kind of one of the staples on the offensive line on a team that has a bad offensive line. Kind of hard. And then you go to the Washington football team, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Dude, wouldn't that be sick to get Fitzpatrick on a team where you can just sling the rock again? They need a lot more than that. I don't think that's a thing. I think they're fine with Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen's been decent. A receiver would have been a cool one here, but yeah. So I don't hate this article. I definitely don't think it was that great either. It's definitely hard to come up with trades, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Gary Davenport here, who made the article, is bad at what he does at all. It's very tough to do it. So his analysis and stuff was very good. It was just a lot of. It just kind of was very repetitive. A lot of Jets players, ironically, a good amount of Giants players as well. It just seemed like it was like, hey, what teams are shitty? Let's take their players. So I don't know about that. A lot of them, some of them were really good. I like the Gerard Davis one. I like the Evan Ingram one to the Patriots. Avery Williamson to the Steelers was a good one. There's a couple good ones in there, but overall, I think it was a little bit repetitive. But overall, hey, what do you think about your team's trade target that they had here? Did you like it? Do you not like it? How do you feel about it? What compensation would you give up? Who do you want at the deadline? Answer, ask, talk, whatever you want to do in the comment section below. I'll be down there for as long as you guys are. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about it all. Of course, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. It helps me out a ton. If you didn't, just refresh the page. Let me know what you think a second time. And without further ado, guys, that's going to be for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.